Hello there, cool cats. Welcome to an episode. Whoa, look how shiny my hoe is. Welcome to another episode of Liminal Minecraft. Today, I am building a more creepy, abandoned mineshaft. I was watching a YouTube video on world edit paintings by Meg Ray. She's very advanced. I've learned from her tutorials. Like this, now I'm painting a bunch of spheres. Right? Oh god. Get me out of here. Gonna make the walls of the mine shaft. I'm still new to this, so that looks pretty rugged. This is so good. Let's put a ceiling on it. That's probably the laziest way to do it. I shall refine it. Don't you fret, young cats. Look at this. It took out most of the grunt work. Great. Let's put in wood. Mangrove looks good. Let's try this one. I don't want it to be so dark down here either. Alright, we got a command here that I'm about to bound to this silver hole. 70% tough, 20% stone, 10% cobblestone. And then we put the size we want to use as paint. Let's do 5. I got this from a small YouTuber named Super Rich Minecraft. Oh, this just makes the stone variation. Okay. I want the paint version. Oh, this is fine too. Alright. I'm so anxious. One more step. It is / mask. And then this. Oh, wait. While holding this. So it's not double slash, it's single slash brush. Like this. Mask. Yeah. And then you set the block that you want to replace. Like this right here. So look. Hey. It just repaints everything nicely. How is this 60% tough? Alright, we need to think of ways to make the mineshaft do not make sense. Just like in Backrooms. Look at this. This already goes over here. Of course, I want it to be spooky and more spacious than the vanilla mineshaft. So that's why I'm all the way up here, so I can have drops. It would be kind of inspired from Tango's Decked Out 2 as well. Where the wardens live, level 3. I need a lot of flat ground so I can see what I'm working with. And sprinkle some goodies here. Making it easy work. These will be attention nobody will be noticing anyways. But it's necessary because the eyes need to be kept busy. As background noise, you know what I'm saying? Let's add multiple, tunnels and maze-like network, and then we'll add some drop holes, just like the real Backrooms. All right. So this is what I've got so far. Just your regular mine shaft, right? You strike gold, you pile them up. It's not that weird yet. It gets a little weird because these chairs, like this one's facing the wall. So there's already back room feel. The campfire is not right here. It's like off to the side for no reason. And everything still looks normal, right? Just pillars and support structures. And then, this is when it gets weird. Huge pillars got in here somehow. No way you can transport a long log like this into a cave like this. Anyways. It's just, yeah, it's gonna drop down deep over here. I'm gonna have probably water down here. So you can jump down. What is that? Random boulder? Anyways, this is when it's gonna start to get eerie and more nonsensical structures. Alright, this is the drop chute here. Pretty dark, but bear with me. It's like a mini little treehouse looking thing, and very odd, right? There's a glimmer of skylight shines all the way down here. And once you reach down here, there are these unnatural tough pillars. And it slowly transitioned back to quartz. So it goes back to the back pool rooms. I'm gonna add more here. But first, let me flood. I've already clicked that block and that one right there. Yes. I like that small amount of light, skylight. Pretty cool. I'll light it up some more down here, but because when the YouTube compression kicks in, it's so blurry for some reason. In the dark with shaders. Alright, let's hit pause on this section for a second. I want it to be majority Mineshaft. So I have an idea. So instead of having this part, this so-called crawl space accessible, let's have it crumble, right? But you can kind of peek what's going on. That'll make it have interest. Like you can peek in there, right? But you can't get in there. So, alternative route in the beginning has to go through here. This is where it branches out like mad. All right, some light, occasional bracing. I don't even know how this holds up collapse in real life. It's gonna be huge rail that somehow got down here and it leads to nowhere. Probably make this black. Coal blocks. Add more of those wood frames. All right, pretty good. And I'm going to add a few more. It needs to have a point of interest. So that one turns that way, and it gonna have more branching. This one's gonna come this way, probably a room or two and a lot of branching. We'll see. So far it's connected to this side. That's gonna be a special room. This ominous chair with one light above it. Yeah, the rail just goes that way. Yep. And this connects back to this room, which has very little backroom vibes, right? Lamp on the ground, that already makes no sense. Pillars, these two are close to each other while these are all spaced out. Random non-natural wall that doesn't go all the way to the ceiling, right? And then there's sprinkled in normal stuff like from the mines, and then there's these unnatural walls again, which leads to a giant chair, which, you know, creeps you out because now you know it's not only humans that live here, and it's also smart enough to build a chair. Now you're thinking like ogres and, you know, goblins, that sort of nature. And we got this isolated room with the chair pointing in the corner, right? We're introducing some coal here because, you know, mines. I want this room to contain a giant goat skull. I've built one before, but I want to build it again. It's just gonna be an ominous observation room. All right, it's a goat skull. I'm gonna start this out like this. I'm using reference picture. Like I said, I built this one before in a multiplayer server with some friends. I'm bringing it back here. It's very narrow, and then their eyes come out. Put the middle part where it separates the eyeballs. Helps me kind of like seal it up. The general shape. Needs to be flared out here. Something like that. Right. I like to use sandstone for the teeth because it's all yellow. That's where the teeth is going to be. Got the skull. It has a very small skull because puny brain. You know how it is. Very narrow. Got the eye. You know, they pop out a little bit. Time to add the horns. I've also made this netherite bricks. Got that from Doc-M77 from this season 6 Mother Goat, if you know what I'm talking about. But the horns come out like this. It's organic, so it's gonna be a little tough. But I'm gonna make it swirl upwards and down, and come back. All right, I got the goat skull in. Kind of want to put fiery eyeballs in there. Let's see what it looks like in a dark room. I've also made like summoning circles. I want to do that. Let's do that again. It's not going to be a perfect circle, but who cares? That is pretty swell. Now flint and steel. That was the back room, not demonic rooms, but it's creepy nonetheless. Perfect. For like little podiums, I guess. Make it a little creepy. Alright, let's cap this building, this room off. Wait, if you miss your crosshair, it'll aim the boulders over there. You gotta aim careful. Actually, some glow berries might be good. Oh, dude, that is demonic as heck. Like, imagine you walking and it comes into frame. What the heck? I should add some glow lichen. We'll see about the glowing eyes. I think that's more eerie if there's no fire in his eyes. Added some on his horns. Yes. Imagine walking into this room. What would you do? Oh man, this is not good. It defies gravity, yes. So I've added this piece here where you can peek. Like, oh, it's over there. But you've been over there before. And then over here, you know, some iron ore piles. Keeps going. It's like, whoa. The vegetation, water. What is going on over here? And I got a little carried away, so I built all of this. It looks like a water temple. But we gotta remember it's a mine shaft. So it's still at work. It goes in here. Right? We'll get back to that later. It also turns right. And now we finally see some man-made bricks here. But it's mossy because of the water. I don't know where this is gonna lead, but probably some water fountains that's coming out of like demonic heads or something. Anyways, I really like the windows right there, the asymmetrical windows where you can peek outside in the real world while you're trapped in this back rooms. I've introduced a door. Look how ominous that looks. You get out, you enter the classic back rooms. Right now I'm trying to find out what is the best for the walls. I'm thinking it's this one right here. This one looks a little too nasty. It might be good for the carpet, who knows. But this is where I will start the classic back rooms. I'm gonna throw some of that, and then once you find your way out, you will make it back to this room here. Somehow. I open the door and you end up here. Who knows? Yeah, because once we get to this pool room area, it'll be the next episode. Let me figure out what the floor should be. What looks like wet carpet. Oh, yeah, it has orientation. Stripped log. Does that look very back rooms carpety? I'll just roll with this for now. And then these could be the walls. You know what I mean? Alright, this is what I got so far. Man, it's actually kind of fun. And if you really think about it, it's just a maze. All the pillars and walls do not make sense. So, just have fun with it. It's all about leading the player. to what they think is the correct way, right? And you just lead them, you know, you just lead them to a wall, like that one right there. I'll show you. Like every corner leads to nothing. Look around. Walls are staggered so you can't see far. Random pillars. You go here. Leads to nothing. But so I'm gonna keep adding a little bit more. I'm not gonna make it a huge one. And then add a ceiling. So in this back corner here, you know you need crawl space. It leads to the other part of the mine shaft in the beginning. You drop down, classic backroom move. So that should be the transition from this room to there. But when I'm gonna do this walkthrough, I'm gonna go over here first. Remember this over here, there's a door. Now I made this part. You just get out of here, a long hallway. Door with bricks on the other side. And it leads to, this is supposed to be carpet. I don't know what this room is going to be, but it's going to look, you know, odd, backroomsy. And this, I want this to be a small pool room where you can peek out there, but you cannot go over there. So I'm going to build a mini size pool room over here, and then eventually it'll connect back over here, right? You see how it's coming back over here? Oh yeah, beehives is for the ceilings. Looks pretty nice, I guess, with the yellow frog lights. All right, this is the room I got. Super tall chairs. Red curtains. Ghastly carpet. I think I'm gonna leave that with no door. So it leaves a glow in here. And I changed my mind on this one right here. I want this to be the iconic hotel. You know which one I'm talking about. The only thing is, how do I make it into perspective? I'm gonna put this in a separate video. So if you want to see the iconic hotel picture, but made in Minecraft, sorry, it'll be separate from this one. I'm gonna cut it out of here. All right, just finished that. Made a small corridor here. Little peekaboo thing. Put another goat head right there with water coming out. I couldn't make a small sliver like the one that's in the back room. Anyways, it's finally connected to this. But if you will let me in, remember this? That way's to the back rooms, and this way's to the back rooms. No escape. Yeah, there's the goat here. He's spewing water, and you can only get a peek at it. Right? Break in. That wall does look kind of odd. I also like the, where there's like a hole, right? Needs to be a 1x1. Need black, just like that. And a ladder. Plastic. Backrooms necessities. I guess I can put more these walls in. That's so creepy right there. What the heck? I like the narrow pathways ones where it leads to nothing. It's like this one leads to nowhere. What the heck? Peek out here. Random wall here. Okay, so you walk in. And then you'll see that. And this part should be a hole. Yep. From up here. Yeah, so from up here, you'll be like, what the? Who's down there? You have to jump down. Ooh, creepy. Alright. Leads to a dark room with some glow down there. think we are almost done. I just need to figure out what's the path to get to. We want to go from the water place through this way? Or do we want to go through that way and through this way? You drop down here. Water. Yep, that's perfect. This is how you move on to the next stage. I shall leave that glimmer of light here. That is on purpose. Right? Shows that this was a cave, but then somebody plopped this thing here and it wasn't perfectly seamed. This is how you go to the next stage. You drop in here. Looks pretty cool with all the lights. I should put one random slide that leads to death. Just like the game pools. Red. This red is known for blood and death. Alright. I think that's good. Slide that leads to just death. Alrighty then. I believe that'll be the end of this episode on how I built the back rooms. Please like, subscribe, share with your dogs, your cats, and your hamsters. Goodbye.